Alright, so here we are. We're in my backyard, and so I'm just standing here looking up, watching them chemtrail the shit out of us. And I turn around and I see this. I see this little anomaly, and then I see this other little anomaly over here. And I think to myself, are you sure that they don't make that anomaly happen on purpose to trick us into believing crap? Because I don't know, man. Like, how is it that chemtrails cause that? Like, I don't understand. Like, how do you make a sundog with a chemtrail? That's obviously what they're doing, right? Because that's right. Both of those fucking rainbows right there. And here, let me zoom in so you can see. You see, there's one there. There's one over here. You see it? There. Come back out. Rainbow there. See it? There's one there and there's one there. See it? Okay, so there's one on each side. I don't see one at the top because it ain't one to spray really right above my head, but you see it, right? It's like a rainbow. Man, I wish I could try to fucking see it at the same time. See that? Here we go. Anyway, see it? They're making a chemtrail. I told you, they make these motherfuckers. See that? They make it. Remember I told you before that in that other video that I saw, that I made? I commented on this. I said that, you know, the sundogs just appear out of nowhere. Well, that's exactly what they do. Because that thing's disappearing right now as we're looking at it. Pay attention, it's starting to disappear on the right hand side, and it's starting to become more apparent over here. But that chemtrail that was across there, obviously there was some breeze in the middle of it that spread it out. But that's what these are right here. All this right here, all the way over. All that's all chemtrail, dude. Every bit of that is all a fucking huge, just streak after streak of chemtrails. And see, there was a strip, there was a strip, there was a strip, there was a strip, there was a strip. They all start and then they end. And they're doing the same thing in the distance. And then they got one that's going back across the other way. And it's causing all this shit. It's fucking insane. This is man-made shit, bro. I don't believe that these sundog things, because look at that cloud, man. I mean, it's not a cloud, but look at that chemtrail. It's literally a giant chemical trail of shit in the air. That's not ice crystals, bro. There's no fucking way that's ice crystals. No way. If it is ice crystals, it's frozen ice crystals of fucking chemicals that they sprayed out the back of that fucking airplane. Because how come they don't spray it everywhere? Look, you can see where they start spraying and they stop spraying. You look over here in the distance, look. Show you over here, look. Look at this carefully, see? Got out the distance. They start right out at the distance over there, and they end over here. They don't go anywhere else. They just spray right over the top of my house, right up there where it's gonna go coming this way. You see that? Dead fucking serious, not a joke. That is a fucking huge class of nasty shit, and you look up there and you see it, it's low. Look how low that motherfucker is. I can see it moving in front of me between the other two fucking layers. This shit is like they're spraying it on top of us, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it makes me wonder. And if you don't wonder, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, like, you see that? Come on, man. You can't tell me that, what? They just fly over the top of where I live, which is the warmest spot. It's right in the middle of the bay. I live in the armpit of the bay. Explain to me how in the fuck this works out that way. I don't get it. I'm confused. You're going to have to explain that to me. How do they make sundogs? Well, they do. There you go. That's fucking proof. See? Still there. See, it's not the cloud that's making it, because if it was the cloud that was making it, why is it still there even though the cloud's past it? See what I'm saying? You see it, right? The chemtrail's past it and it's still there. And as I walk, whoa, that's trippy. That one just disappeared as I was walking. Look at that. As I move, look at that. As I move around, it disappears and appears. So that means it's only appearing to me. That's insane. So what are they doing? Focusing the light down on me or something? It's like strange. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of that would be, besides just, you know, putting metal particulates into the, you know, cloud seeds. You know, they put certain chemicals in there to seed a cloud, right? Because it needs dust, and so if they just provided dust and it's moist out, right, and it just rained, it'll pick up all that moisture out of the air and dry up the ground and suck it up into a cloud, right? Does that make sense? And then once that metal particulate's in there, when they hit it with the radar, the Doppler radar, they can see the cloud moving around. They know exactly what the cloud looks like, just like if you were to look up and look at it and see the texture of it. They can see that texture because all those little particulates, the metal particulates or whatever that is, will seed, some kind of the cloud. Cloud gas needs dust and it needs evaporated water in gas form, water in gas form. At least that's what they tell us. I don't know if it's true, but it makes sense to me. That seems to fit together in science. I don't think I can argue with that one. But I can definitely argue with this man-made shit, right? Like, yeah, it's still there. Fun dog. It's weird. It's almost like it's just insane. I don't know. You guys tell me. Like, what the fuck is going on in this? What's going on in our world, man? Look at this over here. This is where they start. You can see where they fly. And if I were higher up off the ground, you'd actually see that they actually start right over where I live, right where the water's at, right over the bay, and they spread all across the river. I think I live a mile and a half away, maybe not even a mile away from the river. And it's a big river, it's like where the Sacramento, right before the Sacramento spills into the bay, it runs into the San Joaquin River, and that's where I live, right next to the San Joaquin River. Sort of, not really next to it, but you know what I mean, I live in the neighborhood. Anyway, it's some pretty strange shit, bro. I don't know how you argue with, what you see. And if I sat here long enough, you'd see this thing spread all out, and then it'll start to turn into a cloud as it blows away in the distance. That's what they're doing today, because it's probably windy up there. Which means that as soon as that sun goes down, because it's warm when you're standing in the sun, but as soon as you duck down below the sun line, it's like, whoa, shit, it's cold. Anyway, gotta stop. My phone's gonna be dead.